gonna open it together. I haven't opened it. Just a kit from China. It's nothing fancy. It's packaged actually pretty nicely. Here we are. Here we are. It looks good. Man, look at that. Big old intercooler. This is way bigger. So if you guys have been watching, you saw the one we installed on the IS300. That one was pretty, I would say maybe 2 inches deep and much smaller than this. If you guys remember, it's gonna get the job done. Because we're not sticking at stock horsepower for the Supra, so we're gonna need something like this for some cooling. We got some more parts coming in here pretty soon, so you'll see we won't be at 300 for very long. So we're excited about that. But today we're in my garage, so it's just gonna be me today. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, I thought I'd show you real quick. This bumper is really easy to take off. So they come with these retainers here. So we got a retainer here. There's a retainer on this side. You just pull this off. See that? Right there. Just a nut holding that. So there's those two. Same on this side. And then you've got these right here. And then I guess mine didn't come with the cover underneath on this portion of it. I don't know if there is one, to be honest. But once you remove all the plugs and everything, this just pops right off after that. So it's pretty simple. That was the retainer clip that just fell. I guess I can show you real quick. So when you buy a bumper, at least from the factory, they're not gonna come with these. So you just insert them up here, and that's what holds those tabs there. That's why it fell off. So just slide up like that. So for anybody planning on going OEM, make sure you ask for the bumper retainers and you buy those. Got these two bolts here, that one right behind it. Got this one here, and you've got one more behind the intercooler. I'll show you guys real quick. Oops. That one right there, that's silver, the like goldish brass colored. That's the last one, I think, and then we should be good to go. All right. So that's out. Let's go ahead and see what else I gotta take off real quick. Alright, so let me show you what we got here. There's a slight bend here. It's a little tight, especially with this, like the wiring loom here and all that stuff. But it for sure fits. And then it goes down here. We're gonna have to figure that out. I think we need to move this bracket too, get rid of it. Obviously we don't need it, that's for the old intercooler. We're gonna probably have to get rid of this little plate too, so we can come through here for the front mount. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just trying to figure out, there's not enough threads to take up all the bolts. And since it came with no instructions, I'm not sure exactly how they go. So I'm gonna just put the nut here to try to take up some of the threads and see if that is enough. Looks like it's enough. The only thing that you really need to move is the coolant reservoir here, and you need to push these lines back. Let me show you what I had to do here. I don't know that that's gonna matter, but as you can tell, they're kind of bent, so I had to basically, I bolted this in, grabbed the intercooler and just pushed it over because they're about an inch off. So as you can tell, both of them are kind of bent inward now. Now with both of them in, I'm gonna try to just kind of shimmy it into position, but it looks pretty well centered there. So I think we're good to go. Man, that thing's huge. So now let's, it's not tight yet, but let's go ahead and get the bottom brackets in and see where we need to mount those. Make sure it's gonna be sturdy, because it's not very sturdy right now because it's loose, obviously. I'll show you guys real quick. So these plates, there's a single hole there. This is how I kind of lined them up. So all the way down with the nut, crush washer. None of these are tight, obviously. And the regular washer there. And that'll suck up enough room to where, you know, it's tied up against here. And then the plate, this one in this case, the closest hole to me is the one that lined up to here. And it just lines up perfect so that you just bolt it in with the current hardware. Same case over here. We got another hole that it lines up to that's already got threads and is already being used by one of the OEM bolts. So that's perfect. I mean, I guess that's a nice thing about getting a kit that's for your car rather than a universal. And like I said, it wasn't very expensive. I think it's worth it because you save yourself the money in fab unless you know how to fab. Got this other bracket here too for the pipe that we'll probably have to take off because that's definitely not wide enough for 3-inch. You may not be able to see them, but down there's brackets there. So those we gotta undo those. We gotta undo those and then pull up, I think, on those lines a little bit. Just flex them enough to where we can fit the pipe underneath. So there's a hole, I don't know if you guys can see that there, that I looped the zip ties through and pulled this, and I think that's high enough. I pulled it as high as I could, and they're sturdy, they're not bent or anything, they're just up higher because the metal bracket isn't holding them. So I'm hoping that that gives us enough clearance to where we can get our pipe in there. Give it a shot real quick. That's gonna give us our clearance we need. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. Comes right through that, so plenty of room. What's nice is the coupler. Hopefully will limit any vibration and stuff like that in there. So let's go ahead and get all the clamps on too. That's in. These are tight. Those two are tight. Let's see here. I think our lift might be here. I ordered one of those portable lifts, so got tired of doing this. I heard something, let me check. It was my lift. Man, I've been waiting for this for a while. I called them and they said they lost it. So I was gonna have to file a claim, but they found it apparently. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but they're called quick jacks. It's like a mini car lift for just in your garage. And that is going to be so much nicer than having to jack this thing up. I'll set that up once we're done here because we're almost done. I installed the quick jacks. I didn't want to just leave the boxes there. They were in the way. I figured I might as well install them because that's what I bought them for. So they're set up, they're killer. It's so high, it's so much easier to get underneath. Well worth the money. But that's not why you guys are here. So we're pretty much wrapped up. I haven't done anything since the last clip. All I did was move this here, and I might have done that on camera. I'm not really sure. This is not its permanent location. This is just to get it out of the way. I still need to figure out where I'm gonna put it. But I figured we could put it on the bumper and start working our way, putting everything back together so we can clean up this mess. All right, guys, I figured I'd show you the finished product. I put it completely back together. Everything fits perfect. This is a really, really nice kit. I was kind of hesitant being that I just bought it it's from eBay. Like I said, we'll put a link in the description, and you know, everything fits perfect. I did go through the instructions and the accessories that come with it. So it just, for whatever reason, doesn't include that other coupler and clamps and stuff like that. And I think I put that somewhere in the video, so you guys should be able to see what you need to purchase additionally to this. So I'll show you here. This I just added, it's a rubber, it's basically a heater hose that I just cut in the middle and just put it up here so it didn't rub a hole through there. I don't know that it will, but I've had it happen in other cars, so that's why I put that there. But this, so from here, the hot side of the intercooler is all 2.5 inch, and then it transfers over. I don't know if you guys can see that there. So you got a coupler from 2.5 to 3 inch, and then all on the cold side is 3 inch, and it mates up perfect to what stock is, which is stock is 2.5 here, 3 inch here, and there's no clearance issues whatsoever. The pipes are routed perfect, so nothing rubs anywhere. It's away from the belts, it's away from the radiator or any on the body there, anything on the body, it's away from that. Front mount here mounts up perfect. Really sturdy, especially once you put everything together. And it looks really good. Let's see if I can get you a front shot here. And we're still not sure if we're gonna do a blow-off valve that goes off of here, or we were thinking about maybe welding up something somewhere either here. I know a lot of the Supra people do it over here once they delete the traction control here, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do that yet. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We will hopefully be back next week, and we've got a big surprise for you guys. We're gonna start upping the boost, and we got some new parts, so we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.